so today's look is going to consist of nothing but drugstore items. So before I do my brows, because usually brows is like the first thing that I do, I go ahead and get what is this? This is the Wet n Wild Photo Focus Natural Finish Setting Spray. I always get a setting spray like this, and I spritz it. This one's actually, I'm almost out of this one. I actually need to get more. So I always get a setting spray and spray my face. I also use the Catrice Prime and Fine Dewy Glow Fixing Spray. This one you gotta shake before you use it, but this is how this one looks. This is like one of my favorites. Like if you want to look extra glowy, I don't like the smell of it though. This is the spray that I highly recommend. Then the next thing that I do is I put on the E.L.F. Matte Oil Control Lotion. It has collen, clay, and tea tree. So if you are sensitive to smells, I wouldn't use this, or if you don't like the smell of tea tree, I wouldn't recommend this because it does have a real strong smell of tea tree. I usually just get oily in my T-zone, so this is the only spot where I put this, and I usually try to put this way before I put on my primer, because you don't want it to come apart or anything. You actually want it to like set in your skin. So I do it way before I put on my primer. And I don't know, I used to like hate the smell of tea tree oil, but I love it now. Or I don't know if it's just in here, because maybe there's like maybe the collen clay. I'm sorry if I'm like butchering that. I don't know how to pronounce it, but it smells good. It smells good. So I'm gonna go ahead and do my brows off of camera just because it takes a while, and then I'll be right back to show you what products I used. Okay, so my brows are done, and I forgot to say that before I put on this E.L.F. Matte Oil Control Lotion, I did moisturize my skin. It is very important for you to moisturize your skin before you put on any primers or anything, whether you have a oily skin or not, because I know some people that have oily skin are like, oh, I don't want to over moisturize my skin, this and that, but it is very, very, very important for you to moisturize your skin. So the next thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to prime my lids, well, conceal my lids, because I do have like I guess dark lids, like spots on my lids, and a little bit of veins peep through. So I'm going to take this E.L.F. 16-hour Camo Concealer, which looks like this. Best drugstore concealer ever, in my opinion. Let me see. So I just dab like a couple dots on my lids. Today I'm not really gonna do any eyeshadow. What I usually do when I don't do eyeshadow is I grab some bronzer, and then I just put some on my crease, you know, to give it a little definition. But yeah, that's probably what I'm gonna do today, because I don't really got anything planned for this weekend. So yeah, so I want to keep my look very, very simple today. I really, really like this concealer because I mean, a lot of people compare it to the Tarte Shape Tape, and the Tarte Shape Tape was honestly like my all-time favorite concealer ever, but it was very drying underneath my eyes, so that's something I didn't like about it. And with this E.L.F. concealer, I feel that it's a little bit more hydrating. Not, you know, like major hydrating where, you know, like anybody with creasy eyebrows should stay away, but it's not as drying as the Tarte Shape Tape one. So I highly, highly recommend this. I want to say it was like $6 or $9, but I will link the price to that down below. Okay, so the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take the Maybelline Fit Me Loose Finishing Powder. This is how that looks. I got mine in the color Fair. That's just what works best for me. They do have plenty of shades, so check that out. This is like by far my, oops, this is by far my favorite Drugstore loose setting powder, but I did hear that Sally's has a collab brand, which my favorite YouTuber is you know, helped create, and that one is supposed to be really good as well. I have yet to try it, but I do plan on trying it soon. So I'm gonna go ahead and take, where is it at? Okay, I'm gonna take my Laura Mercier like little puff right here, and I'm just gonna squish it like a little taco, and then apply a little bit and dust it off. And I'm gonna use that to go ahead and set that concealer. Even though I don't really need to set this concealer, this is actually one of the concealers that really never creases on me, so that's a good thing. Like, it immediately dries down like super quick, so yeah, that's a good thing about this one. Unlike many, like, there's so many high-end concealers that like they're too creamy, even though this one's creamy as well, but I don't know, for some reason it just dries down quick. So that's a note also for whenever you're applying it. Just remember that it dries down pretty quickly. So I'm gonna grab this and dust off any extra powder that on my hair. Okay, so the next I'm going to take the Butter Bronzer by Physicians Formula. This is like my favorite bronzer ever. I'm gonna use a fluffy brush like so. Yes, I know it's dirty. I have yet to clean them. I was supposed to clean them last night and I planned on it. Me and my daughter fell asleep super early, like at 8, so yeah, so that didn't really happen. So I'm just basically getting this and putting it in my crease, just because I don't like having like a super like white, or like, you know, like I like to add some color right there. I don't like it to just be like plain. Next, I'm going to put on my primer. Usually I put on my primer a little after the lotion had, you know, seeps in, but I completely forgot. I'm going to be using the E.L.F. Poreless Putty Primer. This is an amazing primer. Like, I love this primer. It's like my favorite right now. I've been constantly using this. They do compare it to the Tatcha, the Silk Canvas, which looks like this. They compare it to this one. Honestly, I'm gonna be like completely honest, I think the E.L.F. works better. Like, I reach for the E.L.F. one more than I reach for the Tatcha one. And this is pretty much how it looks in the inside. It kind of looks like, well, like putty, just like the name states. I've used this like plenty of times, and it's still, I mean, it has like a little a lump in it, but I still have plenty more product in there, and it was very affordable. I want to say it was like $9, but I'm so bad with memorizing how much exactly it was, but I want to say that that's how much it was. So I think that my primer has set into my skin, so I'm gonna go in with the L'Oreal Infallible Fresh Wear foundation. Love this foundation. It is very runny, so just be aware of that. I always have the I always place my foundation on my the back of my hand first before I apply it, and yeah, this is like super runny, so I have to kind of work pretty fast. Okay, so now I'm going to take my Wet n Wild blender, beauty, well, it's not a beauty blender, it's actually a sponge, but I've been loving this one. Usually the E.L.F, the Tang Eco Tools one is my absolute favorite, and this one actually took its place. Like, it is so much more bouncier, and yeah, I just love it. I really love this foundation. It is I would say it's like medium to full coverage, but it is definitely buildable. So see, it looks pretty good right now, but want a little bit more coverage, so I'm going to go in with the rest of that I have in the back of my hand and place that in little spots. For some reason my chin always needs like a second layer. I have no idea why. It just needs that extra coverage like all the time. My hair is just getting on my nerves today. Using 460 Golden Beige. That's the color I'm using right now. So next we're gonna take our handy dandy E.L.F concealer once again and apply that. Okay, so once again, taking my sponge. When your sponge ever gets like a little dry while you're doing your makeup, just spritz it with a spray, and it brings back that moisture to it. I love how this blends. It blends so good. I love this sponge because it has like that little edge. I'm not sure if you can see. Yeah, you see that? And it just gets right in the crease right here. And it just, yeah, it just gets right in there. And I love that because usually other sponges have like more of a, it doesn't have that precise little tip right there. And this one does. And it just makes your foundation application way more better. So yeah, now I'm going to get my same beauty blender that I've been using, my same sponge that I've been using, and I'm going to grab some of that Maybelline loose setting powder. If you're not looking to highlight your under eye, you can definitely go in with a more darker color. And I don't necessarily bake with this, I just leave it for like a couple minutes. So while I leave that, I'm gonna go ahead and grab my Milani powder. This is how it looks. Actually the name right here came off, so you can't really tell. But I have mine. This is the Milani Conceal and Perfect Shine Proof Powder. I love this powder. I have mine in the color Natural, which is number 4. I'm gonna grab this Eco Tools fluffy brush, and I'm going to set the rest of my face. I only go in like lightly. I don't really put on too much, just so that whenever it's good to like set your face whenever it just helps like the process, like whenever you're putting on your bronzer and stuff, it just helps it to go on much more smooth. The powder I have right here, I kind of like set it in first with the brush, like just pat it down like so, like this. And then whatever stays after that, after I've patted it down, then I go ahead and brush off like so. See? That kind of helps a lot of the powder to seep in through, seep in your skin pretty much. And it just leaves it like so smooth and pretty. I'm gonna grab this smaller Eco Tools brush. And I'm going to be using the E.L.F. Primer Infused Blush, which looks like this. And the color Always Rosy. This is my favorite blush right now. I love this blush because when you apply it, it like does not budge at all. It stays on all day long. With some drugstore blushes, I noticed that they actually, you know, by the end of the day, especially after a long day, you're just like wondering like, where the hell did you go, blush? You know, did you leave me? And it's nowhere to be seen. So with this one, it actually lasts all day long. I've worn it for like 12 plus hours. It works amazing. It's kind of reminds me of the MAC Make You Mine Pro Longwear blush, and these blushes are so bomb. If you have not tried these blushes by MAC, the Pro Longwear ones, you need to go get one because these last like, they do not budge for anything. Or just grab this damn E.L.F. one. They don't have that many colors. That's like the downside to it. But definitely comparable to the MAC. That's for sure. Yeah, so it gives you like a nice pinky little flush to your skin. Love it. I was also wanted to mention this E.L.F. matte blotting powder. Okay, focus there. This powder is like bomb. Like, if you're like super oily in certain areas of your face, I apply some of this and it will, let me go ahead and apply some right now. It will not, your oils will not seep through, like trust me, it lasts a long time. So loving that. For bronzer, let's see. Dang. Oh, well, duh. I'm going to be using the Butter Bronzer by Physicians Formula. They did come out with way more colors, which I'm excited for. I plan on going to Ulta soon because I do love this one. This one's just, I believe it's just the original one, the bronzer. That's what it's called. Which it's a good color and all to bronze the skin. But I would like to use one for more, you know, like for contour. And this just isn't dark enough for that. Always gotta bronze my forehead because I have a big ass forehead. I ain't even trying to sugarcoat it or anything. I'm gonna bronze up my skin right here because for my chest I'm a little too white. I'm gonna go ahead. I hope this doesn't leave me like looking dirty once I use this. I haven't used this one in a long time. This is the wet excuse me the Wet n Wild Color Icon Bronzer. It is limited edition. That's what it says here. It's Bronze Dynasty. This is the packaging. Let me go ahead and open it actually. It has a dragon on there. I'm going to go ahead and use some of this. I don't want to go too crazy because I don't know how this is going to turn out. Actually not bad. It's actually very pigmented. I don't know why. I think I used it for a video one day and I just never like got back into it. You ever do that where you like purchase some products and then you never use them again? Sorry, my hair is just being bugaboo today. Oh, you know what? I actually want to chisel out my contour and blush. I mean, my contour bronzer that I just put on. So okay, so now that that is baking, let me go in. Okay, yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and apply lashes. Today I'm going to be using the Kiss. Which ones are these ones? Well, they're just the Kiss One lashes. They look like that. Super fluffy. I'm about to show y'all like my ultimate favorite lash glue, but it looks disgusting as hell right now. I apologize in advance. It is the Kiss lash glue. It has aloe vera in it. Best lash glue ever. But while these are drying, I have plenty of time. I'm going to be using the Maybelline the Falsies Volume Express. This is like my all-time favorite mascara ever. I just put on a little so that whenever I put on my eyelashes, it doesn't it like blends in evenly my fingers, because I found it easier, but kind of been getting into putting it on with my tweezers, because it helps like get like right close to your lash line. That's what you want to do with lashes, is get it as close as possible to your natural lash line, because as close to your lash line as possible, because you don't want it looking, even though you are wearing false eyelashes, you don't want people to know that, you know? Then you kind of, I don't know, I like to go over like so, and then like press my normal lashes and the falsies together. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and apply highlighter while my glue is, my lashes are drying. Physicians Formula Butter Highlighter. If you've been watching me for a while, you know that that's my favorite, and the color is Champagne. So I'm gonna grab some of that. Honestly, like no matter what other highlighter I purchase, I always come back to this one, like, or it just doesn't even compare, and then I just wasted my money, because I use this one like religiously. So I'm gonna put some on the tip of my nose, and I'm gonna kind of grab, oh, you know what, I'll use that one afterwards. I'm gonna put some on my upper lip, a little bit right there. I don't like to put too much because I don't like looking too overly glowy. But then I'm gonna take this brush again that I used for my blush, just to like blend that in a little bit. I'm gonna get some of this on the tip and kind of apply it like right here in the middle. This little brush right here that's kind of flat, I'm gonna use that to grab a little bit of the butter bronzer and kind of highlight my nose. I'm gonna contour my nose a little, just a tiny bit. I don't like to like, I don't like to like overdo this. Okay, then with a more smaller brush, I'm gonna grab this and place it on my inner corners. So next, I'm going to take the Milani Make It Last setting spray. This is like my all-time favorite setting spray from the drugstore. Take a sip of coffee. Delicious. How cute is this cup, guys? Got it from Walmart. Super cute. Yeah, if you want to be extra glowy, you can go in with the Prime and Fine Dewy Glow by Catrice. Love this stuff. But you know what? I think I like how my look looks right now. Okay, to finish off my eyes, I'm going to be using the Scandalous Eyes eyeliner in the color Nude. All-time favorite. For lips, I'm going to go in with the NYX Nude Pink liner. This is how it looks. That's the color. So, line my lips a little. I have like more of a nude color, but it is like upstairs and I don't know. Today I'm going to be using the NYX Lingerie lipstick in the color Push Up. This is how it looks. NYX has some really good liquid lipstick, so I highly recommend them. Okay guys, this completes my look. This is like my everyday sort of look. Very simple. As you can tell, I don't have any liner on. I just popped on some lashes. Very subtle nude lip. This is like my go-to everyday look. Yeah, I hope everyone liked this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. That helps me out a lot. It kind of shows me like what you guys are liking. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, please do so. I plan on uploading twice a week, every single week, so look out for a video. Ring that notification bell as well so you are notified every time that I upload. You don't want to miss it. Yeah, so I loved filming this video for y'all and giving you guys, you know, like some of my favorite products. So yeah, I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.